Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sarah's Spelling School on Multisensory Mondays. I am so glad to be back this week, and I have for you our third great spelling rule. This is what to do when adding a suffix to a word that ends in Y. So generally, here's the rule. If there is a vowel before the Y, keep the Y and just add the suffix. If there's a consonant before the Y, change the Y to an I, then add the suffix. Unless your suffix starts with I, like ing or ish. In that case, you'll just keep the Y. Now, there are some common words that just follow different patterns and are exceptions to this rule, and I'll make sure that I put those in the blog post with the link in the video below for you. So let's kind of take a look at how this would work. If we look at a word like annoy, I see the Y, so I have to look at the letter before the Y. I have a vowel here, so if I wanted to add a suffix, I don't have to change anything. So this could just easily be made into annoying. If I had a word like carry, however, I look at the letter before the Y, it's a consonant, so I might have to change this Y to an I. I would have to change the Y to an I with a suffix like ed, and then I would get carried. If I wanted to add the suffix ing though, I wouldn't change the Y to an I because that suffix also starts with an I. I would keep the Y and I would just have carrying. Now, a really fun way to practice this is something I just learned from some teachers that I was working with. You will have your students make a flip card. On one side, it's just going to be a plain old boring letter Y. But when he needs to, that Y can change into the superhero I and swoop in and save the day so that a suffix can be added to that word. So we have our boring Y here, but when he needs to, he can do a quick change and become the powerful superhero word-saving I. So what you're going to do as the teacher is hold up some words and a suffix that you want to add. The students are going to hold up if you need to change the Y to an I, or if you just need to keep it as a Y. So let's do a couple of examples here. And we want to do carry with ing. Am I going to change the Y or am I going to keep it? For this word, I am going to have to keep the Y because my suffix starts with that I vowel, so you should be showing me just your boring Y side. Let's do another word. Let's do enjoy est. Okay, it might not be a word we'd use, but it'll work for practicing our rule. So, am I going to change the Y or am I going to keep it? Here I'm going to keep the Y because I have a vowel before the suffix. Let's look at busy and Okay, this one together would make a real word. What are we going to do? Change the Y or keep it? Good, we are going to change that Y to our superhero I in order to add our suffix here because we have a consonant before the vowel. So this is going to be a really fun way for your students to get involved in practicing this rule, and it's always nice to have them practice with something interactive like this flip card and as maybe a whole group activity before you have them transfer to a worksheet or just doing some practice words, which is going to be a great follow-up step. I hope you enjoyed this activity as much as I did, and I want to give a big thank you to those teachers who taught me this earlier in the week. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you again on Thursday for another reading hero for March's Reading Month, and I'll see you next Monday for another edition of Sarah's Spelling School. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy learning these spelling rules.